All right, I just want to do a quick update here. I want to mention a couple of things. First of all, people think that people believe the market is gapped down because of the Meta earnings report reaction. Meta was down about 16% or something like that last night, again after earnings report. However, Meta actually beat, but it gapped down anyway. Tesla earnings missed, but stock gapped up anyways. That Meta has been in this tremendous recovery, right? In the last, this has been prolonged uptrend, and it's been in this overbought condition for so long. And so what I believe is because Meta has been in this overbought condition for so long, and the condition of where the S&P 500 is, as we've been talking about, we're in this overall bearish downtrend. We also talked about the fact that it's running into the resistance. We've been talking about this resistance this entire week. So the investors are vulnerable. They're feeling vulnerable. They've been dealt with this 5-month vertical rally. All of a sudden, market is not doing this, right? Market is not doing this vertical run. Instead, we're continuing to see these downtrend. Market continues to struggle. Something has changed since April. So the market participants are feeling vulnerable, feeling kind of scared, even though Meta earnings beat. But it gapped down because psychologically the investors are feeling vulnerable and they wanted to sell because Meta has been in this extreme overbought condition. Just go ahead and look at your Meta daily chart. You'll know. Go ahead and look at your Tesla daily chart in the last year or 2 years or something like that, and you realize Tesla been in this downtrend and it's been in the oversold condition. So even the Tesla missed, we see 10-15% gap up yesterday morning. So that tells us it's not about the news, it's not about the fundamentals, it is about the news and the fundamentals and how the invest reacts to those news and the fundamentals. So you're not the one who are going to label it as positive or negative. You see what I'm saying? You're not the one who's going to be judged of that. It is the market as a whole. It's going to be, even you think it's a positive news, it's not positive unless the entire market votes it up as positive. Do you really think it's a coincidence? You really think this is a random occurrence? Do you really think it was a mistake that when we got up here, conveniently we gapped down this morning? Do you really think that was just a coincidence that Meta earning happened last night and they beat and then Meta gaps down and then the entire market gaps down this morning? Do you really think that was because of Meta? No. We were already on our way to dealing with this resistance. And that means overall market participants are already feeling sort of scared as it is run into this level. And we gapped down. Why didn't we? Why didn't we just completely tank then? Right? We gapped down. Why didn't we just flush through? It didn't do that. Where do we find support? The gap area. Remember I talked about this? That it's gonna come down and fill the gap, and if you've been following me long enough, you guys understand when the gap gets filled, it's gonna act as support. So why did we fill the gap, and why are we bouncing up in the last 3-4 hours? Because a gap, that up gap has been filled.
Perfect.
That up gap is now acting as support. You see.
Perfect.
So it has nothing to do is what you think. It's positive or negative. That's the inherent, erroneous way of looking at the market, thinking that you need fundamentals to guide you. Fundamental cannot guide you because ultimately it is the market that is gonna vote. If your fundamental knowledge or your fundamental information is a good information, it's gonna impact the stock positively or negatively. You got no say in this. Even though you think that fundamental information is positive or should be positive for this particular stock going forward if the overall market participants, not you, but the millions and millions and millions of people collectively, they say no. That fundamental view, the fundamental information is going to impact negatively to this stock, then your fundamental analysis or fundamental view is now gonna be, even though you think it's a positive news, it's gonna become negative. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we just witnessed in the last 2 days. This down gap is currently gonna remain. Even the bulls, if the bulls can get up and fill this down gap, they both still have to worry about bears making another down gap next day. Why does that keep happening? Why can't the bulls find traction? Again, we were in this 5-month vertical run, so we're just seeing just a little bit of what is a 5% pullback we're currently witnessing. After like what 30% rally in like 5 months, yeah. So like we're dealing with about 5%, which is nothing after 30% rally, vertical rally in just 5 months. So that's why we're dealing with the oversold condition. When you're, overbought condition overall. So when you're dealing with the extreme overbought condition, none of the fundamentals is gonna play out. It's just all part of how the overall market participants, what they feel. Even though we are in the best economical condition, if we're overbought, you're bound to see a pullback.